And we're sitting down once more and for one last time with NanBop Farm Director Andrea Bushre. Now, Andrea, you're calling it a close on your time here at NanBop, but over the past 2 years, you have taken what was essentially just fields of grass, grass and wild plants, and turned them into a functional, prosperous farming group. And what out of all the many activities, from the coats to the dogs to the tunnels, what about all of this are you most proud of?
Honestly, I think it's just a culmination of everything. It was my first time really getting to see a farm go from just grass and me mowing it to just like a fully functioning farm. I think I've learned a lot, and I think what's really cool about this job is that the audience has kind of learned with me, is like all the different mistakes we've made, the successes, we've kind of shared all of those things together. And I think we've all kind of gotten to see the farm grow together. So honestly, just getting to see the farm go from grass to functioning fields. There's goats, there's chickens on it. We're at farmers markets. We have a successful CSA going right now, so people are actually consuming food from the land that we started growing on. Just extremely gratifying, and yeah.
Because
cool.
I mean, when you started just 2 short years ago, there were no buildings on the property.
Yep.
None of the orchards were established. None of the crops at all. We had no farm animals here.
Yeah.
But now it's fully established, and again, as you mentioned, providing for a very successful CSA as well as trips to the farmers market. Which, what has the response been from the community in that public-facing space of the farmers market? Have you gotten a lot of positive feedback?
Yeah, all positive feedback. Again, I think what's really cool about this role is that, you're seeing the farm be from nothing to something, which means you're also seeing exactly what we're doing. So they get to follow us on TV, or they see us from the highway or drive by, or even the field trips that we've had out here and experiencing the farm, and they'll ask questions about it or impart their wisdom. And I think the philosophy that we've had of being just transparent and open to, different wisdoms. Like, I'm not going to know everything, you're not going to know everything, but together, we know a lot more, and we can do a lot more.
Which, on that note, something that you specifically have been pretty open about is communicating these elements to anyone. You've put your email out there for people to reach out if they have any questions, not only on the farm itself, but any farming practices. For instance, what did NanBop do to control pest in this specific season? So was there at any point or any communication, whether face-to-face or via email, that you're specifically proud of? Maybe you helped someone out in a way that you just weren't expecting when you took the job as farm director at NanBop?
I mean, all of it. We had, over the winter, we had an actual gardening class. And so we had, yes, I had a packet of things that I do here that I would recommend. But it was really cool to have community members come, and it was like a round table. We were all passing information to each other, what works on their farm, what works here, what works best in their garden, how they handle pests, or how often they water. And so I think that was a lot of fun, of just getting to pass information and just holding space, for all of that.
It's such a great learning experience when you bring about people with different sets of knowledge, because then you all just learn from each other. Now, something that some of our viewers may not know, you may have seen our wonderful NanBop model here on our set. It lives on our foreset here, but now your mom made this, though.
She did, yep. She might be our biggest fan.
I mean, for good reason. That is absolutely adorable. And I mean, this is a great representation of, elements of NanBop came together from multiple different people. I mean, I know the face that you associate with NanBop is Andrea here, but so many people work tirelessly to make this happen. So what What's coming up next? What's on the horizon for Andrea Bushre?
Rest. Not resting for long. I'll probably be starting farming again in the next couple of weeks or so. But rest first, and I think longer than a week or two, and I'd start going stir crazy.
Get Nancy.
So just enough to go back to base level, and then doing it again, and hopefully maybe starting my own farm one day would be the goal.
And I mean, with the work you've done at NanBop, it's been remarkably impressive, and it's given all of us really something to have pride in, because I just watching it blossom from nothing, from fields of grass to a functional and prosperous farm. It just goes to show that with a right amount of dedication and, of course, tireless work, you can make it happen here in northern Michigan. So thank you so much for not only the work you did on NanBop, for sharing all this information with us, with the viewers, and just being so open about what you were doing, because a lot of times I've noticed farming practices could be something people hold close to the chest.
For good reason.
For good reason, exactly. It's your livelihood.
Yeah.
But the approach of the collective almost has been so fascinating to watch. And clearly you showed that it can be a success.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And if you want more information on all the hard work that our soon-to-be ex-farm director, Andrea Bushre, has done at NanBop Farms, you can head to nanbopfarm.com, or of course follow them on all social medias at NanBop Farm. Andrea, one last time, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.